All right, thank you for watching this video. Today I'll be talking about a very popular enemy of mankind, which is also known as fear. Fear is a way by which you begin to be panic, or you begin to be afraid of some unknown element, of some unknown agents. So that is why and it has been the major source of failure. It has been the major source of failure for so many people. So today I'll be talking about how to overcome fear. So definitely. So if you don't understand what fear simply means, I will quickly do a Google research and I'll ask about what is fear. You can see fear is the word we use to describe our emotional reaction to something that seems dangerous. You can see what I'm talking about. So fear is the word we use to describe our emotional reaction to something that seems dangerous. If you underline the word seems, it might not be that the particular thing we are talking about is dangerous. It might not mean that what you fear is dangerous, but it is your perception, it is your emotions that makes you to believe that so thing that you wanted to do is dangerous. Starting a business is dangerous, getting a job is dangerous, getting married is dangerous, approaching a lady is dangerous, traveling, climbing the mountain, so many things, a lot of things that seems to be dangerous to you. It is your emotions, it is your emotional reaction that lets you think that thing is dangerous. It might not be dangerous. Sometimes it might be taking risk, investing, starting a new life, starting a new business. So you see it as something dangerous. That's why you see a lot of people, they don't want to take risk, they don't want to invest, they don't want to start a new business, they don't want to start a new life, they don't want to get into marriage because of fear. Because of fear. So, but the word fear is used in another way too, to name something a person often feels afraid of. So it's because you're afraid of that particular thing. That is why you think it is very dangerous. That's why they say people fear things or situations that make them feel unsafe or unsure. When you are thinking about the danger, when you are afraid of something, when you begin to be unsafe, when you want to approach something and you now discover that what you are trying to approach can make you to be unsafe. Just like you have the money in the bank now. So somebody is now talking you into investing that money. Now, you now think that if you invest your money, you can lose your money. So you begin to be afraid of losing money. And once you begin to be afraid of losing money, it means you will not go into that business or you will not go into that investment. So that is where the word fear comes in. So it is something that makes us to be panic, something that makes you to feel unsafe, just like we have seen in the definition of fear, something that you are not sure of, you are not quite sure about if it is realistic or if doing it will not pose a risk to you or to your life. And that's why a lot of people, you see a lot of people, they are camera shy, they cannot stand in front of camera. That's why they call them introverts. Some people, especially some guys, they cannot approach a lady. Yeah. So, and some people too, their own type of fear is investment. They cannot invest their money. They prefer to keep the money. They don't even care if the money will be reducing in value. Their own is that they don't want to lose that money. And these are series and these are types of fear that we have. So these are different types of fear that human beings have, that makes us to be unsure or that makes us to be unsafe. And oftentimes it is just an assumption. It might not be real. Most time it is not real. What you are afraid of might not be real. What you are panicking might not be real. Yes. In fact, there is a particular quote I heard from someone that said, everything you are looking for in life is in the other side of your fear. So the more you begin to fear, the more you begin to be panicked about a particular, if you want to take a new step, you want to move forward, you want to embark on a particular project, and you begin to be unsure. I don't know if it is going to work. I don't know if it is going to be profitable. I don't know if I approach this lady, if the lady will accept or the lady will embarrass me. I don't know if I go into this business, I will come out with a huge return on investment. All sort of, I don't know if it will work or it will not work. So once you figure out, once you begin to think about it, and most of the time, what we call fear is something that just exists in our mind, in our emotion. It's an emotional assumption, something that it's all about your thoughts. It's not necessarily need to be something that you see. So sometimes it might just be the thoughts, something that you think about, not that maybe it is real, not that it's going to happen, but it is the accumulation of your thoughts, the accumulation of your assumption. So that's why some people, when they hear $1 million, they think, how is it possible to make $1 million? So these are some of the reasons why people are not successful in their marriage, in their career, in their business, in politics, and in so many other things. So because they are afraid of approaching the public, they are afraid of taking the steps needed to move to the next level. And the moment you see yourself being afraid of this, definitely you will remain where you are, and you discover that you will not be able to measure some reasonable growth and progress in your life. So, and the best way to guard or to overcome this fear is to tell yourself, if your mind is telling you that you are not sure, that you feel unsafe, or that you think something is a little bit dangerous, that it is very dangerous to do something, now tell yourself that you are going to do the opposite of your thoughts, especially when you are afraid of something that you have not seen. It is fear of unknown, fear of unseen, what you have not seen, what has not happened. So, and this has led to failure, to predicaments, dilemma to people's life. Some people, they have chances, they have the ability, they have the talent, they have the skills to achieve financial breakthrough, but because they are afraid of, if I let the entire world know about my invention, my innovation, my talent, my skills, what would they be saying about me? They might be saying I'm overweight. They might be saying I don't understand English. They might be saying this. So all those thoughts, all those assumptions, if you allow it to be accumulated, and you now let it to rule your world, so it may weigh you down, and it may begin to give you some sort of discouragements. So too much of analysis leads to paralysis. What you need to do is to take action. So it doesn't mean that when you're afraid of something, it doesn't mean that when you just sum up your mind, if you just make up your mind and go into doing something that you know that this thing can transform your life, it doesn't mean that you're not going to face some certain challenges, obstacles. So life is always ups and downs. So definitely, so you are likely going to overcome challenges, ups and downs, here and there. But the most important thing is to let you know that this fear, it is just an assumption. It is just an emotional reaction towards the good thing that you wanted to do. So the moment you fight against that emotional reaction, something that you have not seen, and you begin to be afraid of it, something that has not happened. That's why they call it fear of unknown, fear of unseen, something that makes you to feel unsure, that you are not sure that if you do a particular thing, you are not sure if it is going to be successful. You are not sure if it is going to be profitable. So some of these things has made a lot of people to face a lot of serious challenges in their life. And you don't know, because in this life, most of what you are afraid of are some of the things that if you can just make up your mind and do everything possible to perish that fear, it might be something that will give you future financial independence. It might be something that will give you future financial breakthrough. It might be something that will let the entire world know you. It might be something that will lead you to your accomplishments. But because you are afraid of doing it, instead of being afraid, instead of being panicked, instead of thinking that you are not safe or you are unsure, why don't you try it? Why don't you try it? Why don't you just give it a trial? The moment you begin to summon courage and let your mind understand that you have been able to evaluate your idea, you've been able to evaluate what you intend to do, and you know that this thing is going to be profitable, this thing is going to take you to the next level. So the next thing is to let your mind know that failure is not your portion. You are going to take all the calculated risk. You are going to take massive action towards achieving your goal. Because if you let the fear weigh you down, you will end up not achieving anything. And that's why you see some people, as they come into this life, so also they left without any indelible mark. And that is the reason why you must fight against your fear. That's why you need to do everything possible to make sure you don't let your fear rule you. Because what is ruling you is just something that is not feasible. It is just an accumulation of assumption, just an accumulation of emotional reaction. And this fear is a demon that you need to perish. You need to conquer it out of your life if you want to achieve success. If you want to become have you ever seen a great person that allow fear to rule his life? No, it's not possible. So that's why you need to think otherwise. You need to think otherwise and make up your mind that fear is not going to give you anything profitable. It's not something that will give you anything reasonable. It's not something that will lead you to the greater heights. And that is why you need to do everything possible to make sure you perish the fear. So there is no reason why you should allow the fear to rule your world. Because most times, some of what you fear, they are something that you can achieve. They are something that will have take you a step further towards achieving your desired goals. But because you are afraid of it, you are not sure if you take a specific action, it will lead to achieving your goal, or it will lead to realizing your dream. That is why you remain where you are, because you are always afraid of, if I do this, what will happen? What if I lose? What if I don't succeed? What if I fail? Yes, failure is the beginning of success. Have you ever seen any successful person that has never failed in life? No, it is not possible. All successful people, they even fail more, they fail multiple times than the time they succeed. So there is no need, there is no reason why you should be afraid. As long as you have evaluated your idea, your steps, your actions, just go for gold. Just go for it. Be consistent. Focus on what you want to achieve. Once you do that, I bet you that this fear, this powerful enemy that want to militate against your success, your progress, it will not be able to affect your success, because once you identify the fear that comes into your mind, each time you want to take a particular step that will lead you to success, to a greater height, once you begin to have a negative thought that tells you that, see, don't waste your time. This thing that you wanted to do, it will not work. This thing that you wanted to do is not going to be profitable. This thing you wanted to do, it will lead to loss or wasting of time. You immediately just write down what you wanted to do, map out the strategy to achieve it, and start doing it. Just start. It doesn't matter whether you are not perfect. Nobody is perfect except God. It doesn't matter whether you have one challenges or the other. Have you ever seen anybody in this life that has no challenges? Even the richest people in the world, the billionaires, they still face one challenges or the other. You have seen a lot of billionaires facing marriage challenges, facing a lot of business challenges, life challenges, health challenges. That is how it's going to be. But the moment you allow the fear to discourage you, you have become a failure, because fear has nothing to offer you. It is only there as a disguise, because it's not something that you can physically identify. It's not something that you can touch. It's not something that you can see. It's not something that you can feel. You can feel that you are afraid of something. That is only the feeling. But you cannot identify what you are afraid of. Yes, you cannot identify it. You cannot touch something that makes you to be panic. It is just a common thought. Fear. Begin to fear something that you have not seen. And that element of fear will begin to speak to your emotions. It will begin to speak to your mind. It will begin to speak to your heart. That, see, don't do that, because if you do it, it may cost you your life. It may lead you to jail. It may make people to mock you. It may make people to embarrass you. People may reject you. People may not want to talk to you again. You can become people's enemy if you do what you wanted to do. And I told you that never listen to that demon called fear that is speaking evils to your life. Don't listen to that demon. The moment you feel that this negative thought is coming up and it wants to make you to be panic, it wants to instill some element of discouragement in your mind, something that wants to make you to be lazy, or something that wants to discourage you, that want to disturb you, that want to militate against your action. Next thing you're going to do is just change your thoughts. That thing that your mind, your emotion is telling you that is dangerous, or it can make you to be unsafe, or you are not sure if you do it, that just go and do that thing and allow the worst to happen. Allow the worst to happen. Any successful people, they are people who can dare any type of situation. They are the people, you can see most of all these successful billionaires. Some of them started their business in their garage. Some started in their dormitory. Some started anywhere. Some started in their one single room. And today, because they don't allow the fear to go against their wills, they don't allow the fears to discourage them from achieving their goals. They don't allow the fear to conquer them. They conquer fear, and that is why they turn their dreams, their reality into something appreciable that is making them passive income and makes them to be renowned and successful business people or politicians, or it might be depending on their career. So never you allow the fear to rule your world. Never you allow fear to go against your will or to discourage you from achieving your goals. I remain yours sincerely. If you enjoyed this video, share, click the share button, like my video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's keep it going forward. I remain yours sincerely. Bye for now.